just go live. While that is doing its thing, I'm just gonna quickly go into the task manager and tell his runapol to, well, not his runapol, to tell VRCFT to not run with the highest privileges possible. I didn't want to select that. I wanted to go here and select normal. Yes, change priority. Hello, hello. Let's go in.
Oh, bro, I once made, well, I just had a little bit of spice to my eggs. And with a little bit, I mean, like,
It's silicon water and it just gets like a freaking golden wireless adapter.
Yo, Harv Baker! Holy shit!
it's
probably convenient if I'm somewhere along this party.
If you roast my shit out of your chicken nuggets,
Then it's probably very good, but at first to find such solutions which would make sense to regular and worthy of a wireless setup. Otherwise, I don't know.
Like the space of diamond. Hello, Jim again.
Oh my god, it's a big German gay. And they're emo
Jim.
today, apparently. Or are they Metallica? Yeah.
But yeah, like the space that I'm in, if I have the wire and the wire throw, I can't even walk to the other like side of the play space because the wire isn't long enough.
I mean, my room is big enough to cover like the entire space of the wire.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me the cable is also...
The wire tells.
Cable's usually long enough for me, though I almost would have run on either a shorter cable today or Quest Pro because my face tracker wasn't working again, and I blamed it on my extension cable. I tried another extension cable, just barely. It worked. I placed it next to the Varjo cable, and then it didn't work. So I almost like ran it up to my PC in order, like, that I knew it worked, and just on a whim, I decided, you know, I have this random ferrite core laying around from like some appliance that I think I returned, but I forgot to attach the ferrite core again or something like that. I don't know, I had it laying around, so I figured, on a whim, let's just try it. Clip it on, it wasn't even the right size. It worked.
I see.
Like, what the fuck? Nope. Eye tracking is messing up. And of course, too many reflections and now it refuses to work at all. Well, thank you. Thank you, Varjo, for your amazing software, which actually isn't all that amazing.
There's a flamethrower. I hear like an avatar's fire breath.
Someone is just flaming gain here.
That wasn't me.
Mm.
I should probably turn on other culling, not gonna lie.
Yeah. And I think the 79 50 X3D and 49 they would be a really good combo.
I'm upgrading to 5800 X3D because I have a 3700X.
Yeah. I have a 5800X non-3D at the moment.
I mean, with
It's still
49
decent.
AMD CPU bottleneck,
5800 X3D any better?
even with the best AMD CPU.
Probably. But it's still like it obviously depends what you do, but it's still like pretty much as fast as the like 14900K.
Well, I'm just saying it from my own experience. 4090 X3D and with Vive facial tracking. Yeah, it might have a bit of a less smooth experience.
It's definitely gonna be better experience than now. that much I can say. But
I mean, it'll be a better experience,
processing
but
power.
it's not panacea to
Different
create.
one.
Yes.
It's a different one.
I actually had
What
this
one
one
this is
for
called?
a long time. Well, I commissioned it. It's called Hekachi because for only one reason.
It
Chi,
looks like,
all the chi.
looks like they came right from Twilight.
Weird lettering
They
that I
were
cannot
sort
read.
of boy.
Literally translated into Lumaji, so Latin alphabet, it's Haka. HKKA. Basically, the most similar way, the closest way to spell the English word hacker in Japanese characters. So,
Oh,
yeah,
I see.
that's where that name came from.
Is this like a really exclusive avatar as well that you cannot get anywhere, or can you get
No,
this
this is-
from somewhere?
This is just the Rantichi V3, with texturing done.
Is it? Well,
Yes.
It doesn't look like it.
Well, you know, the tail is custom, the hair is custom, I believe the ears are custom, but it's like the base model is a Rantichi V3.
It looks really nice. I have the brand issue. I have bought it. I have the base and I have everything that it comes with. But I haven't made an avatar with it.
Well, technically you did, because the legs on your model were Rantichi legs,
Yeah.
right? I remember something like that.
Yeah, like, well, it's not anymore, but it was at some point. I remade, like, I remade the part that was Randichi.
I mean, fair.
You know.
It looks cute. Adorable bean. Boop.
My beans are interacting with your hands.
Hey, here's some avatars squeaking in the background every now and then.
Possible, but they have like fist bumps.
You know-
Wayne painting issues, by the way, apparently.
Probably.
Is that little thing?
Is there any avatar that doesn't have
Oh
weight
yeah,
cleaning
I
issues?
see.
Hey, I'm not telling them to fix it, I'm just saying.
Well, now that you pointed it out, I will probably fix it when I have time. Oh,
Yeah, like at least this tall. I've never seen such a tall Madoka before.
Bow bow. You bow.
You cute.
I should still.
It's unusual.
I should make a Hopkin. I should make the Hopkin Redux, and I also want to make a normal Hopkin.
Even I am.
But I just never like get myself to do it.
Is that what it is?
Like I just need to like do a texture of my texture thingy, and then you know, like do the setup and stuff. But yeah.
I have one.
Working.
I used it a little bit, and now I'm
There we go.
just...
Oh my god, there are flashbang.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
This is light mode, is what this is?
Here's the blue nymphy.
This is light mode.
There we go. This is dark mode. I like
Much
this.
more pleasant. Much
This is better.
Yeah, see?
This is better.
This
I
is
like
blue
it.
nymphy.
No, no, the flashbang.
Right.
I'm flashed. I'm flashed.
Hey, Avatar is perfect for finding out who has pupil dilation.
Well, I have, but I don't have it on.
Not sure if I have it enabled.
Looks stupid.
Might
Feet are
not have.
fucked. You have very crunchy feet.
There we go. Now you can see what's going on. It looks stupid on this.
Those are just the standard Hopkin
This
legs,
looks so stupid.
I think. Right, I disabled interaction with
Very
you.
crunchy.
Ah.
Oh no.
Don't. Stop it. Please.
Look how happy they are.
I'm just gonna ignore you.
Hydrated.
Oh Jesus, there's like a flashbang up there.
She was a short person. She had short person syndrome.
I accidentally opened my mirror and now I'm crashing so fucking hard.
Oh boy.
That me.
I don't know, are you still hearing me? Hello?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
I hear you.
I have the headset is just displaying the freaking disconnected blue. Like the line blue disconnect.
Long time no see,
My
eh?
hands moving.
How you doing?
Everything is alright on our end.
I'm sorry, the captions just sounded
I can't see the headset's stuck. Headset's stuck on the blue, like the line blue thing.
Ah,
You probably
ripperoni.
shut it down.
Press that in.
At least you could make it to this one.
I opened the mirror and it overloaded my CPU apparently and that crashed the Vive wireless. Well, I think I'm gonna get off today anyways.
I mean, I'm
It's
not
cool when
saying
it works, but when it doesn't, it's not.
I mean, it's cool, but then again, I see only limited
Huh.
applications.
Interesting. Honestly, I just don't have the time to get into 3D printing. And this guy is just spinning into us.
You may need a second camera.
Hey! I mean, with the face track, with the Vive facial tracker gone, it's the next best thing, I guess.
Have it, so this is
And if you have stuff to do it, then why not?
my work stuff. Is this mean you want to play pool? Is that a yes, or was that a no? I don't know. Maybe?
Hmm.
The poopy pool.
Interesting. I mean,
Why don't you just talk instead of using text-to-speech?
You will lose fingers.
Oh my god, is he back in?
honestly, I feel like this is more social than those robotic voices. I'm sorry. Huh, interesting.
There we go. There's a proper.
I mean, I wonder, how long will it take until somebody is crazy enough to strap a whole-on camcorder to their VR headset, just to have the best data for Babel? I mean, I have a camcorder, it's just, it already is like, I already dropped it like twice, and I'm not willing to, Magic 4K. 4K? That's child's numbers. Blackmagic 12K. That's where the real deal is. No, they have a 12K camera. Blackmagic Ursa Mini 12K. Yeah, look it up. LTT made a couple of videos about it.
something tells me that when you're picking a camera for face tracking, you should better get the lowest resolution possible, which works with face tracking. Because it will consume unneeded resources for a needed resolution.
Nah, get all the data, you know? You have to track every single tiny muscle in the face.
I mean, if you have blend shapes for that and you can actually turn it into data to actually track it, then yeah, but otherwise it's dumb.
100 mouth bones. Unless you build a dedicated PC for face tracking. Just use a laptop for that, it'll be fine.
Okay, nerdy talk. I'm joining in.
Yes, we were talking about how
Small people.
I just mentioned, you know, how long will it take until somebody straps a whole camcorder to their VR headset for Project Babel?
Oh my god, it's the bell
I
button,
don't.
Wally.
I guarantee you, they already exist.
Yes, it's just a rig of 10 PS5.
Just
one image with the OLED flip phone strapped to the front of a Quest 2. Was that actually practical, or was that just for shits and giggles?
I don't know. I do have an OLED flip phone, but the problem is, with the way it's designed, if you like fold it up, you're only reducing the FOV because the center of the two halves are not centered on your eyes. If they were, then folding it up might actually increase the FOV because it wraps more around your eyes. But as it is, they're just too short.
So it doesn't matter, you know.
And somebody's using an adorable Avi. Spot that from 10 miles away.
My Nanity radar is off the charts.
It's not just any Nanachi.
Don't make me use an original one.
I mean, I am using an original one.
Chicken Bread guesses every type of Nanachi on VRChat when.
No, I mean the real Nanachi, not those knockoffs.
I know way too many Nanachi models.
As I've said, the real Nanachi.
I mean, there's at least two, the real Nanachi. If I remember correctly.
I would say when it comes to like traditional Nanachi avatars, they're like traditional VRChat Nanachi avatars. There's 4 models. There's the Lexichi, there's the Rantichi, there's the Kopochi, and there's the Zoichi. When it comes to true Nanachi avatars, I don't know how many there are, but they all look kind of like the character from Made in Abyss. And then there is...
I mean, that's what we're talking about. When
yeah.
We're talking about Nanachi.
And then there's all the I don't want to call them fakes or clones, but you know, the ones that came afterwards that, you know, I'll try to kind of get up on the hype wagon, like the Zebian Chi, I believe it's called, which is just an edit of a Rantichi. Rats. Or no, that's that's a
version of rats. That's way more rats.
Oh god, I can see it. It renders at like 2 FPS for me. Like, it doesn't slow down the rest of the game. It's just the particles render at like 2 FPS. Chat, you're being eaten.
Just test physical particles for memes. So it's an unoptimized version of my avatar.
Because I'm watching some things on my... I'm going to be hopping in the say goodbye to everyone now, because I don't know if I'll be back at the end of...
65% VRAM, 67%. Seriously?
War mentioned it. 0 days since War mentioned.
Nice, see you later.
Don't.
I'm just saying I'm gonna be jumping to...
Come on, I'm doing it all for the views. I'm doing it for you. Why you never appreciate me, senpai?
I don't like how detailed the inside of a mouth is. It makes me uncomfortable, like legit uncomfortable.
It's a little bit decimated.
My personal opinion is that, you know, if we are in a virtual world, then might as well go completely unrealistic and toony and whatnot. I don't like realistic avatars, like for a reason. They make me uncomfortable.
I mean,
Like realism to a point.
Supremacy.
Realism to a point, but I definitely prefer more toony avatars like that one, for example. Or Nanashi's.
Yes, you're right.
That's a very, yeah, that's a very toony avi. Oh my god, the teeth.
Yeah, the teeth look a little uncanny.
Come here, little Wally.
Oh, polygon. No. Do I have that still favorited?
only 10 megabyte load for me.
Oh, dang it,
How
I
many
might have
minutes?
lost it.
I like that one. I mean, it's realistic, but it's cool.
That's
It's
fine.
stylized enough.
I already bought your Quest Pro. What more do you want from me?
He wants all your data.
Subscribe to our
You have my
newsletter.
eyeballs.
Meta man.
Now I just want your balls.
That avatar was blocked for me for some reason, so I have to like it only loaded the. There you go. It only loaded the imposter for some reason. Oh god! I don't like how close up to my face you are.
Oh my god, this avatar
Oh
though.
god, wait.
Yeah, it's the Zuck.
Mega?
Meta Man.
Very heavy?
This one.
It's the Zuck's persona.
Oh no.
It feels like a trap. It feels like a trap.
Grab his face.
Wait, which? I can be Deku with face tracking. Wait, where's my Deku?
You're looking at me funny.
Where's my Deku with face tracking?
Ah.
There are no eyeballs.
Blink, I'm Deku with
motherfucker.
face tracking.
Maybe disable his custom animations or something.
Yeah, no, I definitely. Wait. I don't know, it was out of vision.
No.
Wait. Okay, it
That
was
one is
actually-
very adorable.
Oh, what the fuck?
Now you can see the truth.
I see the truth. What the hell?
What else do I got with face tracking?
Zuckerberg's got a
Of course,
fursuit. I'm not ready for this.
But I'm not saying.
Yes, very.
Fluffy creature.
Oh my god.
I'm like the most in.
Oh my god, the tongue.
Creature.
You know, it's the Zuck's. It's the Zuck's persona. You know.
Okay, I have to do this. Varjo.
It's like most realistic Zack avatar cause it just Zack attempt to full conversion.
Oh, fuck. Oh god, now I know why they actually have eyes for fursuits now. That's fucking horrifying.
You know what? I should probably do something that I haven't done in a while.
Stand up and do something.
No.
Finnish people are scary!
No.
There we go. Now I can't forget to.
That just looks like you're in a BDSM outfit.
Now I can't forget about the stream camera, and constantly have it blocked. Accidentally. Of course, people can still go up to
Not
it.
being able to have a center view on our VR headsets.
I mean, the main view is my POV, but I do have a tiny little corner in the. But I do have a tiny little stream cam in the corner.
I think I saw it on the streams, yeah.
And normally I keep moving this around because because people keep running into it all the time when I talk to them. And so now I decided to just put it up into the corner of my room and see how that goes.
he's trying to do the thing. Remember that video where a seagull just trying to hump in his face against the camera?
I know. I saw that. I saw that. Because funny enough, the stream camera preview is still rendered over other people's avatars. So even if someone tries to block the camera, I can still see what the stream sees.
Huh. That's nice.
I don't know if it does that for... No, it does that for, at least for opaque avatars. I could even render this over my own hand. Yeah, fluffy volley. Adorable.
Their belly.
Oh, the particle effect. Boing. Adorable.
I ended up breaking the avatar at one point because I was trying to apply custom textures, and every time someone broke my nose, it was just my textures.
Oh no.
Look at it go. Wee.
But the way that
What are you doing inside me?
the way that Avatar smiles,
The
way that Avatar smiles by default just looks like the default facial expression for that Avatar is just so smug. Like, yes, I know what you did last night.
It's called
Yeah,
a
it's just-
shitting grin.
It's so weird. The grin, the smile, like. I feel like I'm about to seduce a Hopkin.
Oh wow.
Has definite, yeah, exactly.
I did last night.
Oh no. They're gonna find out I took a shower. A furry.
I know where you slept last night. In your bed.
I'll be honest, Facebook probably has a lot of me, including my sleep schedule, considering I sleep in their headset sometimes.
Oh jeez.
Yay, sleep game.
Fuck you. I will give up my data if that means that I get to sleep with chickens.
Oh god. Somebody has one of those
Small
perma
price to
chat
pay.
boxes here, but I can't
I
pinpoint
hope you're
them.
getting better sets.
Hope I've selected them.
No? Sorry?
I hope you're getting better sets. No
Head
mattress
massage, you
sets.
said?
Mattress heads. Mattress.
Mattress.
Mattress,
Mattress, yeah.
Advertisements.
I mean, I sleep on, I do it on my bed as well, so I have a mattress, yes.
Yeah. Do you get advertisements of them?
Yeah.
Thanks
It's
to
that guy.
Yeah.
big data. Yeah. Finally. This sounded. Works at Facebook.
It's not your fault, it's me. I've never talked to, Finnish people, I think it is, sorry. If I got that wrong.
Who cares about nationalities? We're on the internet! As long as you speak English, for all we know, you might be an American. Doesn't matter.
Everyone here is saying English is the default language, while Chinese being the most popular in the world.
Chinese is the most spoken in the world, but only because there are a lot of people in China. And a lot of countries near China also have Chinese, at least somewhere in their national language. Like, you've got Singapore, you've got Taiwan. Alrighty then.
That's all?
But yeah. Taiwan is the real China. Exactly, we got Taiwan and then we got West Taiwan.
Daniel and Nicola Daniel.
Yep. I mean,
If Taiwan is fake, then what the hell are Taiwanese capacitors? Fake? I think they're all just dicking about. We haven't got an announcement yet.
I mean, we got.
No, they're all living there.
I mean, we got the Republic of
Oh my
China.
god, that chibi never be blow up.
I mean, we've got the Republic of China, and then we've got the People's Republic of China. And the People's Republic of China is what I lovingly call West Taiwan. Because they used to be the Communist Party of China, but then they just took the name and said, you know, we are the real China. Doesn't matter. We might be a different country, but we are the real China. SMH, you came last. Taiwan is the real Taiwan, the real China.
I like how it's a couple of people on the stage and everyone is in DJ booth.
I mean, when I came in, there was basically only purple up there. I guess that just goes to show how popular purple is.
I also up there, but I'm small.
Might be. Purple is the nucleus. Yep. And everyone around is just an electron.
Oh my god. Funny story about purple.
Atomic purple.
Okay, so last week, July 1st to the 7th, I was on holiday. And during that holiday, I had no VR headset. And that was the longest I went without a VR headset. And I ended up having a dream. It wasn't a good dream. In fact, I expect to remember you appearing in that dream, alongside Inceleste, Purple, and Nukari. But when I woke up, I felt so fucking depressed because it was the greatest dream I ever had. Like, just being able to talk to people. So when I got home, I immediately got on the fucking headset and was like screaming, Purple! I miss you, Purple!
Okay, that is funny.
I can't survive without a headset, man. Something broke me. These fucking furries, what have they done to me?
But for me, it's always kind of weird when people tell me, you know, I had a dream and you came and you were in it, and I'm like, what the hell did I do wrong?
In what way?
Exactly.
Don't worry, I don't think I spoke of you once.
Still, it always makes me kind of, yeah, feel weird. Like, nothing against you, it's just...
Out of everyone else on VRChat, you're the person who decided to show yourself.
He's streaming though?
What? What do you mean by that?
He's trying to stream in your stream.
I'll just hear this loud buzzing in my ear of a flying camera.
Oh boy. Yeah, we've got cameras flying around all over the place, so, yeah. I feel like we're gonna have a lot of pictures again.
Pause menu and it turns into a disco of red lights.
Yep. I mean, obviously I don't see a red light for my camera, but, yeah.
That's one
photographer. Always.
I feel like more than half the party is going on the like up on the DJ.
Absolutely.
Stage.
Some people actually in home somehow decided to not
I want to
attend.
preserve my frame size.
Yeah, same. That's why I look in that direction.
Out of sight, out of mind.
I get like a pretty solid 18-19 FPS. That's actually pretty smooth frame rate. I only get like 1 or 2 FPS improvement looking that way. It doesn't matter for me which direction I look. Might also be because of the camera.
Apparently for me it's the same.
39 frames, but with async I'm getting 81.
But that's probably because I hide avatar of every person who have too many fist bones. Apparently my frames stop only because CPU. So I actually found solution how to fight it. Yeah, that's why I sometimes block it, sometimes no.
Is first person not something you can change in your seal settings?
Hmm?
Oh, I thought. They should make it so you can toggle, like, have fizz bones a thing in your safety settings.
I don't sure. I remember there's option to convert dynamic bones to fizz bones, but I don't remember option to turn off fizz bones in general.
There was a...
You can limit the usage of dynamic bones, but you cannot limit the usage of fizz bones.
That's the thing.
Another's dynamic bones
The
will
problem
and
is
colliders
I
will be
have-
removed if it exceeds these limits.
Yeah. But for me, I have a weak CPU and I have a wireless Vive Pro, so my CPU is suffering a lot. It's always on the choke point on meetups. And cause
Yeah, how's that
VRChat rendering,
radiator on the back of your head?
it's actually the best wireless that I use. To be honest.
I mean, I'm in a position to criticize, like, getting to own a VR headset a pain, let alone ever being able to wear one, so I won't know what each headset's like. Like, I've only ever worn the Quest 2 and the Quest Pro. Maybe one of the Vive headsets, but I can't remember how they feel like.
Exactly that. Exactly
Yeah.
how
Exactly. And like the Vive Pro, also for me at least, is like the most comfortable headset that was ever released. Like sure, you need to like figure out how to properly adjust it, but once you have it adjusted, it's like one of the most comfortable headsets on the market, or that was ever released.
Now, only if I can buy one. Oh.
Yep. Well, you can still buy the Vive Pro 2, which retains the comfort aspect. If it wasn't for the hot screens that exert all their heat through the lenses onto your eyes. Eye comfort is
That's also
not
one
the
of the
strong
reason
point.
I prefer a open gasket.
Oh no, that's not the gasket that does it.
Oh no,
This is more for-
no, because it was like properly like sealed around your face and
In
keep
my
the heat in.
experience, it wasn't too much more front heavy. Sure, it was a little bit more,
There also...
so it knocks
There's a
off
bit
the
of
balance a
air
little
between
bit.
the lens and the
But
screen
honestly,
in
it
the
didn't make it as bad as the
So
Index.
I'm a sweaty boy.
Yeah, the temps were pretty bad, exactly. Like, it exerts a lot of heat onto your eyes. And especially, like, the part where the cable plugs in, that part gets really toasty. I think the Vive Pro was the first time, the Vive Pro 2 was the first time I managed to overheat a crystal oscillator. Normally these things have like a pretty wide range of temperatures in which their clock output is pretty stable. The headphone jack adapter that I plugged into my Vive Pro 2, actually the crystal oscillator started oscillating at a higher frequency. Like the DAC started to run out of buffer.
The next shipment of SteamVR. I might get my tracker soon. Please tell me it will. Please.
Like, the thing is, it didn't start to pitch up or pitch down. It just started to read samples faster. Which I guess actually caused a little bit of a pitch distortion. But it was more noticeable that the DAC started to run out of buffer, because obviously it is being the buffer is being fed at a constant 44.1 or 48 kilohertz from the PC side. But then the DAC, when it reads at like not 48 kilohertz but 49 kilohertz, then it will keep running out of the buffer, and what you will hear are clicks. It's not designed to run any faster, so shit gets messed up. Exactly. So there was like constantly clicking and popping, and the longer the session went, the worse that problem got. Yep. Like, headphones, right? Yep. Our eyes are very easily fooled, but not our ears. Like a tiny, although there is a little bit of thing. When it comes to latency, our ears are relatively lenient on that, but our eyes, like latency, any latency for the images that get into our eyes, yeah, that's a big no-no. Speaking of audio, Vive Pro speakers, a lot better with those bass clip thingies.
No, it depends on your head shape actually.
I
tried, it's no difference for me. For me, like, kinda already see it's really close.
I mean, I tried to push them onto my ears. It did improve the bass response a lot, at least on the Vive Pro 2 and Vive Pro I speakers. Not so much on the Vive Pro 1 speakers, which have a slightly different earpad design. But my problem was, rather, that at the point where I had them pressed down enough so that the bass response actually was decent, they were really uncomfortable. Like, so uncomfortable it just was hurting after less than a minute. So I decided to instead just, you know, clips onto it, headphone jack, and then just use headphones through the Type-C jack. It's how I use my Vive Pro 1, it's how I use the Vive Pro 2. With the Vive Pro 2 I ended up buying a USB-C extension for the time that I had it, so that the headphone jack adapter wasn't overclocking itself from the heat. I mean, when you ever heard that being said before? Overclocked a DAC.
To be fair, maybe it's because face gasket, but XR Elite also really hot somehow. Like, I have Pico, I tried Quest Pro, but I didn't have Quest Pro sadly. And I once tried Pimax. I don't remember what Pimax exactly. But they all kinda chill, and Vive Pro I somehow is chillest from the all. But XR Elite, for some reason, is really hot with full gasket. I have no idea why. Maybe it's just the places where hot comes out from HMD, but yeah, it's... At the point you kinda feel uncomfortable in it sometimes.
I think part of it might actually be that that you have LCD screens and a really tight seal around your eyes. Normally, if you have hot screens, not only do you want to cool the screens from the backside with a proper heatsink, but a little bit of heat will always escape through the lenses, and so I think I think when you have more heat being exerted through the lenses, you actually want some active cooling over the lenses as well, which, you know, you have with a Varjo headset, so there it's not a problem. With the BigStream Beyond, you have OLED panels, which generally don't get as hot, so there's that. But LCD panels, yeah, they can get pretty toasty.
I'm really tempted to try that face gasket for MR, which is actually just a
forehead pad.
Forehead.
Yeah, Quest Pro mode.
It's maybe resolved.
Still gets warm. Well,
Yeah,
we'll
Quest
see.
Pro mode.
Mine is currently in transit. It's being held up at customs. Frickin' German customs office. I absolutely hate them. You know, you buy something from somewhere, from like the US or whatever, and they take part of in like the EU one-stop shop thingy, so that you pay taxes at checkout, and then it's supposed to arrive at your doorstep as if you ordered it inside the EU, which is really nifty. But for some reason, the German customs office just cannot somehow manage to get that stuff done. I got an email from DHL saying that, you know, hey, the customs office wants to have some more information about the package that is coming to you. And I'm like, bruv, they're taking part in EU one-stop shop. You should have a full list with what I paid, with the taxes, and a confirmation that they are already paid. Why do you need information from me?
Like 20 seconds.
Well, I'm glad I cancelled then. I cancelled my, I also live in Germany, I cancelled my Beyond for Varjo Aero, which I got for pretty cheap, 900 including tax.
I mean, I personally have a Varjo Aero as well, which is what I'm using right now. It's just, I also want the BigStream Beyond for stuff like, you know, sim trucking and whatnot.
We have to spend a lot on VRChat content.
I know how about you.
Yeah.
Like with the Vive.
I'm just waiting for the XR Elite to have the face tracking available for US. The component isn't available for the US currently, as far as I know.
I'm just playing VRChat. I'm just playing VRChat.
Hashtag Vive moment.
Well, to be fair, it's not available in my country also, but it's sold on AliExpress, so...
There's a lot of things not available in your country.
I'm sure there's a way.
Sadly, AT controllers didn't sell on AliExpress, so I'm sad. I really want to try them. And I have no access, like, at all. Have no way to buy them.
Even if I wanted to offer myself as like a package forwarder, I probably couldn't because EU sanctions. Like, if you go to the DHL Germany website and actually check, you know, where can I send a package to, Russia, I think, is like said, you can't ship to that country. Alright then! I mean, I've heard that the ETI controllers apparently have better finger tracking for like the lower 3 fingers, but like, the lack of any buttons makes me shy away from buying them, and also the fact that they're more expensive than index controllers.
In the same time, I believe there's a way around it. I noticed the top part is actually a trackpad, like a Vive one, but really small. So I believe maybe it's a way to remind most of the inputs on them, but it's still not that control as using.
I won my buttons. I won my buttons.
Yeah.
To be honest, it would be for VRChat. I don't really need too many buttons. That's true for VRChat. If you have face tracking, you probably don't need any gesture controls. And in that case, a trackpad would be absolutely fine for like navigation.
Imagine if they allow to custom input from OSC, so you just ape-shaped open menu, for example. I want it so bad. You just...
Yeah.
You were talking about audio on the Vive Pro, right?
With like the bass clips.
So some,
I just used headphones.
Something very... Yeah, I got a Vive Pro just as an intermediate solution before I got the Varjo Aero. And I really didn't like the audio, right? So the standard audio comes with the same problem, just the bass isn't existent. But I really liked the cost-supported Pros, like just for what they cost and what you can do with them. But they obviously weren't as convenient as just the onboard audio. So what I did, I screwed open the speakers, like ripped them completely out, broke the cost-porters, and put them in, like with these, not Velcro, but real plastic ties that hold really well. And now it's basically built-in audio that just clips down, but sounds really good. That's great.
That sounds incredibly cursed. The time has come to destroy the frames for the face tracking group photo. Overlords need to be satiated.
And then half of the people leave and I actually can attempt to meet up. Yay.
Alright, Purple, what way is the camera facing?
Wow. Basically, we're all facing this way, like just in the respawn, and we'll be sitting there, like most people are standing there.
Okay, so we're taking on the stage then.
7-zip.
Yes.
7-zip, man. WinRAR is better, come on.
Sorry, what?
7-zip is good, but it's annoying to zip things up, so I use WinRAR instead.
You're not a true 7-zip fan. 7-zip is the better program.
Right on Gumroad.
Oh, well, fuck. Oh my god, my frame's already dying. Like, absolutely.
One way or another, I'm gonna find you. Gonna get you one way or another.
Hi, Secret.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
What's to be up?
I guess I'm forced to be a Rex because all my avatars have an error.
Good, you?
Hi, good. Nice to see you again.
People are still loading for me.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I have safety settings on. Everyone's a robot unless I physically show them.
Right in the middle. Unless I'm in someone right now. You know?
Yeah, I joined earlier, but like,
I have all my safety settings off because I'm a fucking animal.
I think there's a bug in the constraints beta.
I feel that.
I think
Alright, I just did a...
look,
That's inconvenient.
constraints don't
I just did
properly,
an
so
IQ
just, like,
1000 move.
completely.
I just placed my...
Cobalt.
So I had to downgrade the select beta.
Do I want to be in the middle?
Oh, hi, it's Rentus. Hello, hello. I just did an IQ 9000 move. I just made my face mirror, placed it like straight up in the center of my FOV. So that I can see what expression I'm doing while looking at the group photo camera.
Come stand behind me.
Oh Jesus, there's like an ear in my face.
Someone stretched their ears.
Yeah.
Big ears.
If you don't move your head for a moment.
Hold still, I'm gonna fix your ears.
Yeah. I can't grab them.
Do reset poses.
I was gonna wait for a few seconds because I think people are joining, so just wait a bit more.
Alright.
You're gonna mirror bigger. This is gonna cause
Getting ready for the
I'm gonna be bird then.
issues.
So I can sit on the ledge with you guys. It's gonna melt me.
Alright, since we're waiting a couple of seconds, I'm just gonna switch avatar real quick.
I would say, I think I was saying Ritery.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
switching to.
We'll be
Secretary at the time, so now my brain is scrambled.
Spawning in. Oh Jesus fucking Christ! Ah!
It's a duck.
I shouldn't have been surprised by the speed of which I crashed showing that person. I forgot I'm on the fucking constraint beta. Oh, yeah. It's a very fun experience every time you get someone with a unique constraint on their avatar.
I don't know. I don't mess with the constraints, so I'm like, I'm not gonna do the beta.
It's actually very useful. I've noticed a significant improvement over my performance, except for people that use like continuous constraint systems that animate between a whole bunch of constraints. It does not handle that.
Ready?
No.
Alright. No?
Which camera am I looking at?
And Kaylee, are you ready?
I think you're looking at Ninfies.
Should I wait? Oh, Handor! Get in! Handor!
Hey, come on this side of me.
Just in time for the photo.
Alright, 5 seconds, 5 seconds.
If you can flank
5
me.
seconds. Alright, I'll be taking more photos, just keep posing. Keep posing if you wish.
Hey, Ritery, pictures are happening right now. Come stand behind us.
I went to poke my friend up there and they left.
Alright, everyone raise your hands. Everyone raise your hands. Hands up, hands up, hands up. Hands up! Yeah, 5 seconds! Alright, perfect.
A wing.
Right. Alright, that's all of it. That's all of it.
Yeah, we good.
Nice!
Alright, let's just evacuate the... Alright, now I gotta move my face cam, or my face mirror out of the way because I moved it, like, dead center into my FOV.
I've been trying to piece together for the longest time what VRCFT Meetup's about, and I think I understand now. It is just the business club.
What do you mean, business club?
We got an avatar creator over there. We got an avatar creator over there. We got an avatar creator over there. We got another person who works on camera over there. We got another person who works on camera over there. There's another person who makes stuff.
Oh yeah, of course, we need to all sell, you know, hey, I have services. It's about the picture, exactly. It's about the picture. Always about the picture. Hello, hello.
Hello again.
But like, no, you go here, you can find like some like of the pretty like more notorious avatar makers and other VRChat asset creators.
I wonder where Rentus is. I think he's still on the stage. Possibly.
Runtime.
I think he was behind me when we were taking the pictures. No, there he is. I just noticed him. He's on the dance floor. Behind my Doko. I think he's talking to Purple.
Oh, I'm blind.
Just wanted to move out of the way a little bit to get a little quieter. Hi there.
Whoa. Oh my god, y'all. We're doing great. Your hips are hunched like an average gamer after sitting in a chair.
This is my
posture check.
actual pose.
Kevin posture.
Wait, no, actually I should.
Can't be posture check.
I gotta be in front of my base stations when I do this.
I was wondering what's like that sticking out of the side of your head, but no, that's just a lamp. You're inside a lamppost. I was wondering, like, do you have like a fist bone or something that is like weight painted funny?
Me and model creation do not mix. You'll never see me weight painting in 1,000 moons.
I can turn him retarded.
Wait, what does it mean turn retarded? What did he do?
Like when I look at him and I open my eyes too wide.
It's comedy time. I just tried to look how his face looks, and then cover just turns up with eyes.
My mom said I'm
It's not doing it
special.
anymore. I can't hit, like, I gotta make the threshold lower. But yeah, we did the funny. I'm gonna do a prefab for the funny, where you can beam people and stuff with eye tracking. It's gonna be cool. Need to learn VRC Fury first, but you know, figuring it out.
My mom said I'm special.
Let's get you back. Let's get you to bed, Grandpa.
Part of the funny, yeah.
Oh.
It's you're why it's called the funny.
You're probably gonna like.
I thought the funny was with the camera going up to his snoot at max zoom out. To like maximize the
That's a version
snoot
of
length.
where I stress test
Snoot
how many
FOV.
particles
Yep.
I can use until it starts lagging, so...
Yep, that is the funny.
Oh no.
Oh,
Rats! Yeah, I also replaced music on the Dark Souls 1 cause...
Sorry, I saw Raj and I was like, I need to follow my brothers.
My kind. Yeah.
My kind, you know.
It's cool. It's cool. I like it. It's silly. It's silly. Very silly. I worked on one of the fuzzies that I have today. I updated them and give them more funnies.
More funnies.
That one's also adorable.
Yeah, it's great. I got only one bone in the thingy.
Oh god.
Oh no.
One.
Super short thing.
I mean, there are
One bone.
cases where having just one bone in the finger actually makes sense from like a logical standpoint. For example, the Wicca Beast should have one bone per finger because those are freaking claws. Claws don't bend. Yet it has like 3 bones in it, so the claws actually bend. It's stupid.
I mean, if it says so in the law, why not follow the law?
The claws don't bend, he said.
Yep.
That's close. Oh my fucking
Would
god.
like to disagree.
Give me a second. This one.
Is,
I haven't used this one in a while, so face tracking might be turned off actually. No, it's turned on.
Oh, it is on.
I'm gonna get
Hey, it's the
back to
same
your
thing.
size. Like,
The
see-
baby close. Oh, they don't even worse, actually.
it looks really bad. Like,
just the fingers that are surrounded in the same material that's on our nails.
Yeah, and that's actually metal, so...
yeah, see, it makes no sense. Oh, hi, Kai. Kai, why are you in my chat now? Weren't you at the meetup just a moment ago? Come back! No, probably like the world's most
Actually,
pirated program.
miss
Technically, it's not
seeing Ghost
pirated
on the meetups.
if the software actually allows you to use it despite the trial being expired. Then it's not piracy. Then it's actually allowed.
Wait, we're talking about WinRAR?
Yeah. No, somebody like before the
WinRAR.
before the group photo, somebody came up to me and said like, you know, you're in the 7-zip group, but I personally prefer WinRAR. I'm like, bruh. 7-zip is a better program. It's free. It doesn't nag you. It has more formats that it supports.
Seven-zip is
But WinRAR.
7-zip just keeps winning.
I'm gonna bite you. I love my rush.
Can't even manage to do a free trial properly. I mean, actually, it is on purpose that that the free trial is like indefinite on WinRAR. It's stupid, but like, if the software doesn't like lock you out from the from using it, even by just closing it, if a window pops up and you like click on close, that would be a that would indicate that the you know, error message that the free trial is expired is actually like serious. It's when you close that window and the software closes. But since that's not the case with WinRAR, they are clearly intending you to use it past the trial. It's more just, you know, trying to push you to buy the software rather than forcing you to it.
I feel like it's a, it's either like A, can you tip us, or B, get an ad-free version, basically.
Yeah. I mean, there are other ways of how to do that to, you know, silently push people to pay the software. Another way would be to have ads all over the place saying, you know, you using the free version, please pay us.
People try to upsell me more WinRAR or Dell.
You know, unlike Dell, WinRAR at least does not make force stuff onto you that you actively declined. You know, with Dell, you want to buy a PC. They ask you if you want the extended warranty. You say no, and they still buy you the extended warranty.
Oh.
They just don't tell you. Instead, they just write it onto the invoice that you paid for the extended warranty.
Yeah, they try
It's
and put
stupid.
it as like they also put it as like one big. They put it as one big package as well. Like, if you say
Yeah.
no to one thing but you say yes to another, they're probably just gonna include it anyway.
No,
Because
even
part of the package.
worse. Even worse, with the last LTT Secret
until
Shopper, they just
Vital Options
straight up,
is,
put
behind
just
the paywall.
normal extended warranty
That's
on their
cool.
invoice, even though they said multiple times they do not want the extended warranty.
Yep.
They were still charged for it. They still put it in. It wasn't in any sort of package. They just charged them for extended warranty. That is downright scam.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
I like how Voice Mod and Lasso all made kind of. Lasso also allow you to use all options, but it just 10 seconds of loading.
You know, you made the model.
Like, oh, maybe you pay for
Yeah.
software.
Yeah.
So that means you're the OG cutie. It takes a cutie to make a cutie.
It's The boy.
See, adorable. So many head pets.
Much can't even fit a circle.
Petting circle.
I think he's overwhelmed with all the pets that he is receiving.
It's dessert.
That is true. Whoa! Fluffy wings. But yeah, from all the avatars in this from all the avatars in this circle, this one's the one that makes me want to cuddle it the most. It's just so fluffy.
Do you know about a time Taco just straight like slept on my Avi for like hours on end?
The goose.
You mean like
Boop, Miko.
boop, boop, or what?
No, during the meetup that was at the Variety Silver World.
Oh, slept with E, not with A, right?
Taco, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Slept. He lied down on my Avi, and I was stuck there until 4 o'clock in the morning. I think 5 o'clock would be your time. Him just sleeping on me.
Oh my god. I mean, I can
did not
see
wanna
why.
leave
I can see why. You're very fluffy.
Oh, yo.
And also, Inculesi's done the same thing.
What's the dog doing?
These are beans.
Easy.
Those Jordans.
Except I can't show them.
Man.
You don't have full body?
Oh wait, is he see my full body?
Fake Jordans.
I do not have the full body.
Oh, also Hash.
Yes.
Let's remind me something. The
Knock it
chunk
off.
made the
Stop it.
worst pun in my life, and I like it so much. It's worse than best pun of like a month.
You know what? That was actively drying out my eyes. They're gonna burn for the rest of the day. I already know that much.
Yeah.
Jesus.
The crowbar.
It was worth it though.
Oh.
There's the crowbar.
It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. I like it.
Crowbar. Yeah.
Oh my god. Wait, why was the crowbar extending just a moment ago?
Of course, why? Of course.
Oh my god. Why?
Very scary.
Very scary. Very deadly.
Very deadly. Oh, of course it's stretchable.
Yeah. And it's also move when I talk, of course.
I mean, just like the sleeves of your jacket, they're also expanding.
Yeah, the sleeve. The chunk loves stuff like that for some reason.
I mean, when it comes to like funny avatars, one thing that I was like thinking about at one point was, you know how there's like 3D models of like Nintendo DS and like Game Boy Advance SP consoles. I was like genuinely thinking at one point just making an avatar where as you move open your jar, the lid of the console opens and closes.
And you put like what's the name of the thing, like the chatting thing, like we had like the little emoji thing. We could like PictoChat, yeah, and you have like the icon of PictoChat as the face on the cover. So like you can blink the eyelids and stuff.
Oh my god, but you have your eyes inside the mouth. That's gonna be cursed AF.
Oh no.
But you're giving me ideas.
I'm gay.
Fuck.
Probably gonna be great. Hi, gay. I'm
Also chicken.
Yes.
All your stream is actually at integration. You're welcome.
We're calling chicken. Oh,
What the fuck is
my
that?
god.
Twitch, you know to pay me.
Wasn't that the...
Sorry, there's my camera. Twitch, you know to pay me, right? I just played an ad. You pay me. If not, I will call the illegal team.
Actually, it's a pay. Oh no, need pay.
Oh my god. Why do you have it on that avatar? Like, what the fuck?
That just needs to work randomly.
That 3D emoji.
Oh, hi, Ducky. I'm mentally ill. Hi. Sorry.
Hi, mentally ill. Hang on, I gotta just open a window IRL for a second.
There were
Can I
fireworks
open my
outside
window
just now. I
to
thought it was
AC?
gonna be tomorrow.
Miku.
There were fireworks outside today.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
tonight. I thought it was tomorrow. Like it's the 14th
Adorable.
of July. Maybe I get the funny fireworks.
I'm in Canada.
I was at 12 milliseconds.
It's funny. Like I heard fireworks and I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Canada Day.
Get
Canada
it,
Day
Pats.
because it's not like Quebec. Quebec don't care about Canada Day. But
No, you get hat pats.
I mean, Ontario, it's like at midnight I wake up at the boom and I was like, what the fuck? It was like fireworks at midnight.
Hell yeah.
You know that little clip from like, I don't know, Despicable Me? That one child holding up that one plush? Like, it's so fluffy!
Oh god. Yeah, I had to remember for a second, yeah. Oh god.
On Sunday.
I have to keep my voice low now because it is getting late around here and I wouldn't want to disturb anyone in the household.
Monday, so it's gonna be good.
I get that. I keep forgetting that as well. It's like midnight.
Do you know anymore?
During school year, I work in a school, but during summer, I work in day camps.
He got the butter knife. He's gonna knife us. No, no, stop.
What else do you want? Where's fucking Celia? What's up? Where's Celia? Go on. We're doing this. We're on the fucking carpet floor, gang.
Next year, next
Go,
school year,
see what-
because they transfer
Okay,
me.
I'll take chicken's leg.
You know, I'm in T-post calibration mode right now. I'm showing dominance.
Come on.
Don't you realize that?
I'm not a fucking kid. I'm not a kid.
There you go.
I started to... I'm talking about my work. I started to work in kindergarten and then to move me to grade 1, to grade 2, to grade 3.
We need a HD remake of the Rickle.
Yeah, I work with...
Ow.
Yeah, the Rickor is kinda low poly, that's true.
It's good enough, isn't it?
Very true, dude.
I can open the menu, I don't know how to use it.
What's up?
Rip.
Are you gonna be at a night watch tonight?
I'm a red flag, did you know that, Purple?
With a knife.
Crowbar.
I'll tickle you.
The ankles.
Sorry, I didn't catch what you said earlier, chicken. Just before that.
They're fucking weird. They're weird. I'm not.
I didn't catch what you said before that when I said something about Rickle HD.
Oh, I just said that it looks very low poly.
I mean, if you get the textures up, it's probably gonna look better, but...
Wanna hold hands now?
I'm scared.
Pop.
Someone needs to do that on the Vive mic.
There. We're holding hands.
That's a match. Meh.
That means we're engaged.
No.
So you finally found the chocolate?
Oh my god, we found the chocolate.
That means we're no longer together. Fastest relationship in my time.
You're right. He found
He dumped me right. He dumped me right on the meetup.
Anybody know this guy?
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
One fluffy bean is head petting another fluffy bean.
Oh my god. Uppies, please, uppies.
I don't know how. Yeah.
Oh my god, I think Purple said it. They're sniffing grass.
What's going on?
What happened to Daylight is so ruined? What?
I think you guys are finally mentally completely gone now that you're like
No, we're
eating
eating
grass.
the grass, dude. It's healthy. It's healthy for your.
I mean, I thought you were just supposed to touch the grass, not eat it.
Exactly. Now
Keep touching the grass. Can you still be touching the grass too?
Moo.
Look at me, grass. Rushes in my system.
Are they eating grass?
Yes, they're eating grass. They're not touching it, they're eating it.
There's someone was eating grass.
Being one with the grass.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Okay, that emote is really amazing.
You're touching the grass. Why don't you just touch my Vizemes?
Were you gonna say ass for a moment?
Touch your Vizemes.
No. You want someone to touch your ass?
No, I said
I'll touch your Vizemes.
I'll happily do that.
It's
I'm sure you could get
Oh, hello there.
if you so please.
Pronounced
I volunteer.
Yeah, you have a volunteer.
Semis.
You get very much bunny ears. With how they like...
Yeah, I noticed. I noticed that. Yeah.
Well, no, you get a baseball bat and you
Aw.
smear another one and then you touch the ass.
It fit your outfit better than just ears sticking up.
Exactly. It's a battle royale with a purple ass.
I couldn't make a toggle so they can like go back or something.
Got it.
I mean, I don't have it on this avatar, but I do have a toggle to like flop them down on some other avatars.
Yeah.
But it's like only flop them down entirely, not, you know,
You're me.
Shake it.
Let's make out.
bend them.
Why, but it shows up
Look at me.
It'll be in the.
Ah, goddammit.
Hi.
That's fucking gay.
It'll be in the VRCFT.
You don't like digis? Boom, pumper.
Shut up, you go to sleep with men. I know you do.
Yes?
We have something important to say.
I'm straight. I'm straight. What do you mean?
Oh yes, Demon. You gotta love him.
Oh, no, I mean, you are the least straight motherfucker I know.
Best man in Half-Life.
Oh,
Have you looked at yourself?
Gemini is gone. There is somewhere Miko.
Anyway, he's a transsexual. He will fuck anything that moves.
Oh, he changed all of that.
Ripperoni, pepperoni.
I can change it back. Just embrace it. Just lean into it.
Oh no, the Rickers are making out. Oh, that's a Rickarchi. Oh my god. But with a Randy Chi base. Oh, that's amazing.
I hit that shit myself.
I know, because the only other Rickarchi in existence is on the Zoichi base, so...
What the hell, is that a slug? No. It's my... Excuse me.
You're late, my beloved.
It's a brown brick.
I think Purple's got worms. We need to bring him to the vet.
Kalanga.
Kalanga.
Very miscolored choice.
Yes. Sure. Yes, 100%. I already have a Unity package for it in my like Dropbox for like, you know, giving people that have like all the necessary files and stuff, or that have like the necessary licenses and stuff.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
It's the one that isn't free. Because I know the Jerry's is based off of the free version, mine's based off of a later version.
Give me your dopamine.
Wow, that's a cool news. Oh my god, it's that!
Inject the love and affection directly into my bloodstream.
Sorry, I'm talking. Let me see. So far, Charles, the branch seems fine.
Oh my god, giant pillow. Is this how everyone feels with me?
Oh man, what you doing? Hi.
I don't know. I've been
What have you made
I've been too
yourself
busy
read?
socializing to like
Yeah, I
really
was gonna
dive
say,
into
do I
it.
hear your
Charles is having
hobby?
me test a new branch for BFI, VRC for like things.
I need to find a way to
Well,
link it to
some
my
online.
actual heart rate.
And I have it set up.
Because that would be really cool.
That would be cool.
The only oh, I
As soon
can
as I get a
can
hot
send you
monitor,
that
I'm just gonna type
information.
Tundra.
Let me see. My Nightdwarf. I think I sent them the booth link that I needed.
I kept hearing far side of
Oh,
malls.
furries will do things no one else will. Then if it means to.
Far side of malls. Totally makes
Keep
sense.
the immersion
Forest Wind though. It's Forest Wind on booth.
And
But I do have a direct link somewhere.
by 2035, the furries who started VR are gonna have a face tracking headset with inside out tracking.
Yeah, I get by
wireless
just going and
earbuds.
staring at people. Just looking at
But full body trackers that don't require any base stations but are really accurate.
Actually,
A haptic vest, a giggle puck on the tail so whenever you know the tail is being touched.
I'm not gonna lie.
A heart rate
I
monitor.
feel like in
How-
2035, there is going to be at least one furry that has a fursuit with all of that already built in. Eye tracking, face tracking, the VR headset.
I'm pretty sure there is a.
ambient, like,
I'm pretty sure there is a
climate
fursuit with eye
control.
tracking.
Yeah,
I know that.
Like climate control inbuilt, you know, all the full body tracking and everything. They just turn it on, plug it in, and then they're golden. They just go.
I feel like also in 2035 there's only gonna be like meta left, and the index is still being sold on Steam.
Yeah, but no, they'll have no base station 2.0s. So they have to come up with
Yeah,
3.0s.
no. They're gonna tease another tiny little spec bump on the Deckard, and then not say anything else for another 5 years.
Oh yeah, 2035. There is still no Valve Deckard.
We're
I
gonna
mean-
get GTA 6 before we get a Deckard, and it's
We're gonna get Half-Life 3 before Deckard. Let's be real here.
No. I got a feeling Half-Life 3 is going to come out with the Deckard.
Half-Life Prison.
I feel like Valve would be the type of company to release Half-Life 3.1 just to piss people off.
I mean, the
They'll just release Half-Life 4.
Half-Life 3 episode 1, and then they'll just have like 5 episodes.
I mean, the Chainsmoker.
They released a new Half-Life, but it's called Half-Life 4.
The Chainsmoke, not the Chainsmokers, the Chalk Eaters on YouTube, they made a song, Count to 3, which is basically about how Valve can't count to 3. And in the start, and in the intro of the song, they actually have Game Newell count 1, 2, and 4. Like, that's his words.
Okay, in their defense, Vive can't even count to 3.
No, they have the
They
Focus
can.
3.
Where's my
They
Vive
have
Pro 3?
They have the Focus 3.
Oh.
Vive can't count, right? So you have the Vive Pro, you have the Vive Pro I, you have the Vive Pro 2. But then you have the Vive Focus Plus, and then the Focus 3. Where's the 2?
Yeah, no, they can count. They're just reading the words through the XR Elite.
No, they're just asking an AI, you know?
Pro 2, Vive Pro 3,
Oh yeah, you're right.
XRE.
Vive AI, you know, they just ask them, what's the name of our next product? And it's gonna say, I don't know, Cosmos Extreme or something like that. And then we got the Cosmos Extreme, even though it has nothing to do with the original Cosmos.
Hold on a minute. Let's see. How...
Oh my god, another thing I didn't mention, like what VR furries will have by 2035, freaking brain scanning.
Nah.
We already
Nah.
have that.
You need a brain
Full
for
ear
that.
control. Full ear control.
I mean, my prediction...
You need a brain
Oh
for
my
that.
god, I can count.
Like I said, my prediction is the only good headset is going to be from Meta, and the Valve Index is still on sale. That's my
I want to
assumption.
get a Quest 3.
By then it's gonna be like the Quest 25 or something. At some point they're gonna go over to like a monthly release schedule or something like that, just to squeeze out every last penny from like the people who need the most cutting edge at any given time.
They're gonna become the Apple of the industry. I hope not.
Not every year. I mean like every month.
Virgineers is going to be the cheap option.
I mean, if stuff goes as it goes, then possibly.
Didn't Virgineers help Somnium build their headset and they still fucked it up? Not Virgineers.
Virgineers, from what I understood, Somnium just oversold their partnership with Virgineers. Yeah, Virgineers gave them some pointers, like what hardware to use. They assisted a little bit here and there, but the hardware is mostly Somnium custom, and the software is all built in-house from Somnium. So, I know there are people out there who say, you know, oh well, the Somnium VR1, it's like built in part by Virgineers, so of course they're gonna have good software. Bruv, Virgineers had nothing to do with the software stack.
If I'm not mistaken, Virgineers still uses SteamVR, right?
No, I think they have their own endpoints, kind of like what Varjo did, because whereas with the Varjo headsets, at least up until the XR3 and Aero, they had SteamVR tracking built in. But in both cases, you can completely bypass the SteamVR tracking and use your own. And with the Virgineers headsets, it's actually not even built in the SteamVR tracking. The SteamVR tracking is an optional accessory that you can clip onto the headset.
Right, I completely forgot that the XR4 has inside-out tracking only, and you have to have the faceplate for it.
The faceplate isn't even like swappable or something. It's like what Varjo does is
Isn't that the Cosmos?
No, we're talking about the Varjo XR4. With the XR4, what Varjo does is if you order the XR4 with lighthouse tracking, they pull one of the XR4s off the factory line in China, bring it over to their office in Finland, remove like the reflective faceplate, and like hardwire in a 3D printed lighthouse tracking faceplate.
Oh god.
So it is not user swappable at all. It's like a lot more integrated into the headset than it might seem, although the material is 3D printed. I believe one guy in the Varjo Discord, he actually noticed that the sticker on his box said XR4 lighthouse tracking, in brackets, prototype.
Oh lord.
Yeah, turns out the prototype ended up being like the final product because they don't expect most customers to go for the lighthouse tracking system.
Right. I've wanted the XR4 for the longest time, but every time I hear anything more about it, it's like the Somnium. I'm just like,
Like for me, the XR4 is interesting. Like it sounds interesting, but with the recent price hike, it's an absolute no-no. Unless they randomly decide to make it. Unless they randomly.
It's an object on my person.
So,
But it'll be in VRCFT later.
unless Varjo randomly decides that the XR4, that there's like gonna be an XR4 Consumer Edition, which is basically the same hardware, just with lesser software, like with lesser support or something like that. Unless they decide to do something like that, yeah, I'm not gonna get one.
I switched my eyes to the Crystal Super, because if they deliver it and it's fully realized that everything's good, and I've heard the Pimax Crystal already has really good fucking optics, like better than the Aero.
Yesn't.
I'm gonna look at that.
From what I've heard, the actual physical optics on the Pimax Crystal aren't as good. but they have better software
Crystal's
correction.
the newest one, isn't it?
TK, real quick.
The Crystal is like the one with like the glass lenses. Like the biggest problem that I see with Pimax is they oversell the fact that they use glass lenses. Like there's a reason why every other headset has plastic lenses. They have no optical deficit. You have no optical deficit for using plastic lenses. Like they don't impact the image quality. It's just they're lighter weight. They're easier to manufacture. It's just a no-brainer move to use plastic lenses. The only reason you
about the durability though.
the only reasons you might want plastic, the only reasons you might want glass lenses is they don't scratch as easily. And that's basically it. They weigh more. You have optically practically no difference between good optical grade plastics and a glass lens. And the glass lens just weighs a ton more.
I mean, that's a really big selling point, though, right? Because if you buy a headset like that, you're probably planning on using it for years and years and years. You don't want a plastic lens that's getting all scratched up, especially like if you buy even a cheap microfiber that can scratch the fuck out of a plastic lens. I've had it happen to me before on my Index.
Well, I mean, as long as you make sure that there's like no large particles on the lens, you should be fine. Like the biggest contributing factor to scratches in lenses, and everybody who wears glasses knows about this, is when you have big particles on the lens, you don't just take a wipe and just wipe over it. That's just gonna cause scratches. You would first actually want to pick them up, like either, you know, take your finger and like... Who cares about the fingerprints? You're gonna wipe it anyway, so you like press it on it, get like the bigger debris off of it, and then you wipe it. Because particles on the lens, like larger particles on the lens, those are just gonna cause scratches. And those tiny micro scratches, which might show up when you like hold up the lens to like see the reflection on the lens, those do not show up when you look through it. For that, the lens is way too close to your face.
Yeah, if they can nail the Crystal Super, I might look at that instead of the other XR4.
My biggest concern...
Unless Varjo does some fucking magic with the XR4.
My biggest concern with Pimax is their optics team tends to, you know, not do the greatest job. Like, I know for the XR4 with the glass lenses, they made at least a decent job of it, and the software correction is at least better than whatever Vive cooked up. But my biggest concern is the XR4 lens, Crystal Super lenses are bigger. They are completely different lenses, and they're stretching their R&D budget pretty thin by not only developing the Crystal Super with like the large lenses for the QLED screens, but also pancake lenses simultaneously, and pancake lenses are known to be super expensive to actually develop. Because the Crystal OLED is gonna have pancake lenses. It's basically a big stream beyond in like a large enclosure with higher resolution screens.
That makes no sense.
Nope, that's Pimax. They always, like, the thing about Pimax is they always try to basically offer the one headset that can do it all, which is an absolutely fucking stupid idea. With a VR headset, you always want to...
have it. It's called the Pimax Crystal. That's just like what you need.
You
don't need anything else. If it's good.
Like, the thing is, having a headset that does it all is kind of a stupid idea, because you end up with a huge, bulky thing that is super heavy and super uncomfortable to wear. There's a reason why every other headset sacrifices certain features. It's to cut down on weight. And for something that is head-mounted, you do want to cut down on weight. If it ends up being any good, the spheric with large FOV sounds nice. It does, but my biggest problem...
so hard though, is the FOV.
Yeah, my biggest concern is that it ends up being like the typical Pimax solution. Oh hey, we might have lenses that are the same size as every other company, but we can sell it as a larger FOV because we don't have any eye relief slider, and the lenses are so close to your eyes that you cannot wear any glasses underneath. Thank you! You hear that they are making the Crystal Super 30% smaller? I've read it somewhere, and I'm like,
That's because there's a lot of space in the Pimax crystal already.
that's true.
Like, if I'm not mistaken, the sides are just empty.
For the Pimax crystal, they just used the chassis that they intended for the 12K. The crystal is literally a like a half-assed response to the Varjo Aero. Like, they announced the 12K. They were going to build it, even though they didn't know how they were going to build it, because no one was making a panel that resolution. But, you know, they already had set up their mind to make a new wide FOV headset. They were definitely working on the 12K at one point, even though the screens didn't exist. But then Varjo announced the Aero, and they just panicked and were like, okay, what can we do to have an answer to the Aero on the market as fast as possible? And they just took whatever they had for the 12K, slapped in basically a newer generation of the screens that Varjo was using, and developed new aspheric lenses from scratch. Standalone crap is what drags down the Crystal Super. This drags down the Crystal. I was just gonna say, yeah.
Why would they go for...
The thing is, with the Crystal Super, they actually have this, like, weird, like, lens screen cartridge system, which everybody tells them is, like, absolutely fucking stupid idea. Like, every time somebody tried to make a modular VR headset, including Pimax with, like, the swappable lenses on the Pimax Crystal, it has either been an absolute gimmick, or it has been at the cost of, like, usability slash compactness, or both.
I do appreciate the battery system they have on the Crystal, though.
The battery system does...
The
battery system makes a lot of sense, but the thing is, Pimax wasn't the ones to do it first with, like, a rear-mounted battery. The Vive Focus 3 also has swappable batteries, actually hot swappable batteries. They have a tiny battery inside the headset and one on the back. The only problem with the Focus 3 is, sure, they are hot swappable, but in order to remove the current battery, you actually have to take off the headset, because you have to then take off the rear pad, which is attached magnetically, and then you have access to the battery.
Use the Focus 3 while it's charging.
The Focus 3 has like a barrel jack charging port on the battery, which is on the back, and I believe it's actually exposed while the headset is assembled, so you can actually charge it. It's just you can't charge it through USB-C from what I...
Someone...
Can't use it while charging, though.
Had experience with it, yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't have a Focus 3. What I do know is you can't use the eye tracking module and use it wired simultaneously, because the eye tracking module is using up the Type-C port that you would normally use for like a tether.
Weird.
Like, it's Vivo, my beloved. I just can't seem to not fuck up.
Oh my god, David, hi! Hey!
What would be really cool is, instead of trying to have all the standalone stuff, Pimax shifted, put all of that software effort into just making a good streamer, and then all the USB ports could also run wirelessly through the streamer. So you could have like wireless face tracking and then the eye tracking and whatnot, and you could hot swap the battery in case it ever dies.
No, because streaming over Wi-Fi is, in my opinion, just a dead end. You have to...
No, this is not gay. This is not gay. Sorry.
Like doing compressed streaming over Wi-Fi. Whatever you're gonna do, you're always gonna end up with a super compressed stream with higher than necessary latencies. In my personal opinion, if it has to be wireless, use a dedicated link just for VR. The way that Vive did it, the way that Vive did it with like the PCIe card, I think is a little bit overkill. What makes more sense is to have a dedicated box which just takes in a display port and a USB stream and does all of the compression internally, and then sends it over a 60 GHz link over to the headset. where it's then, you know, decompressed and...
Basically no field
No,
of
that's what I
shit.
mean. Instead of like developing, you know, the CPU and everything, and then adding the operating system and then all the applications, they just have like a WiGig module or something like that, or something, a good good wireless streamer. Then a receiver you can have
I think it's like
on your
60
computer,
gigahertz, I think.
going through like USB 3.2 or some shit like that, right? So you could have
That might be here for a while.
dedicated wireless thing.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to make an entire ecosystem and whatnot, because it's...
I mean, they seem to have realized that as well, because the neither the Crystal Light nor the Crystal Super are going to have the standalone stuff built in. The only funny thing is that the wireless adapter thing that they developed with Pico, I'm not sure why they advertise it as 90 Hz when the video link itself is actually running at 60 Hz, and they're doing like asynchronous time warp on the headset itself to fake the 90 Hz.
It might be because of...
That's not real 90 Hz. That's like saying... That's like using DLS to say, oh my god, we got good frames. This is so much better than anything else.
That I know for a fact that that's what they showed at CES. I've had people who tell me that it's like 90 Hz proper, but I haven't seen anyone talk about it other than Pimax themselves, which is to me, I don't know.
Another thing is, how are you gonna get 90 FPS on a headset like that? At least for the higher resolution ones. You gotta have a monstrous computer.
The thing is, the Pico solution that they ended up doing is, if I recall correctly, it's an HDMI 2.0 thing. It's just adapted to have like a display ports like output on the headset side.
HDMI 2.0 or HDMI 2.1? Because 2.0 is really old.
No, HDMI 2.0. Because HDMI 2.1 outpaces DisplayPort 1.4, but the link that they use is actually more like close to like DisplayPort 1.2 or something like that.
Wait.
But the thing is, it's Wi-Fi, it's WiGig 1, so they're limited by 8 gigabits per second anyways, and that is under ideal conditions. Even with a Vive wireless adapter, you don't have ideal conditions under most circumstances. Like, oh yeah, you have a wireless adapter mounted to the normal space, you place your head in between the receiver unit and the transmitter unit, and you hold up your hand, like you're like pointing, for example, at the sun or whatever, boom. Already almost disconnected. At least you get signal degradation to the point where it like has to scale down the bit rate.
Oh,
maybe there was no audio.
It's just I believe like the highest bandwidth option that Pico had off the shelf that they just adapted to it.
That's whatever.
That's the problem though. I don't know if Pimax is doing that. Honestly, I somewhat doubt it. Given that the Tobii stuff is like not like the headset itself doesn't actually know where you're looking. It's only the PC that does. Which, you know, for foveated transport, you actually want to know where you're looking on both ends. Sure, they could transmit the data back, but like that would be hella inefficient. Yeah. And like I said, the solution that they use is just an off-the-shelf Pico wireless solution that they adapted for the headset. Like the receiver unit, that one is like unique to the headset, but the transmitter unit is just an off-the-shelf Pico thing.
It was like some
Well, imagine a VR headset that did NVIDIA DLSS on the headset itself.
Someone keep turning off.
I mean, I believe
So I was like,
Valve had like patent or something like that.
Thingy. So no one
Like split rendering, where like the PC does like most of the calculation because that one has the has the power, but then the headset would do some extra stuff to, you know, speed up the process so that the PC doesn't have to render the entire picture.
Murder someone.
I still want to see more
We don't murder people.
DLSS in VR.
The
It's basically non-existent, and it makes sense that it would have it.
There are games that actually do have DLSS for VR, but my experience with it is not great. Similar to FSR and VR. Like, I think
DLSS 3.0 will be basically impossible.
yeah, because of the latency overhead. I know Kayak Mirage or whatever the game is called, that one VR game. That one has DLSS, FSR, and I think it's SMAA that it has for anti-aliasing. Or no, it's TAA. So it has TAA, DLSS, and FSR as like anti-aliasing and upscaling options. And I tried all three of them, and the only time where the picture actually looked any sharp was when TAA was disabled, DLSS was disabled, and FSR was disabled. In all other three cases, it always blurred the picture, although TAA was the least worse of them. Like, all the other ones did blur them, and especially with FSR, but also with DLSS, it had like this faux sharpening filter cranked to like 11. It looked like a 2011 game that was trying to, you know, trying to fix the blur from the anti-aliasing by just cranking up the sharpness in post-processing. It just looked absolutely horrible. So
I wonder if they're using an older version of DLSS.
From what I
even on like modern versions of
it's
DLSS,
DLSS
you
2.
just can't tell. At least
it's
on flat
DLSS 2
screens.
that they use.
Oh God.
Like, I don't know what version of
Yeah,
DLSS 2,
that's
but it
holy
is.
shit.
I don't know what version of DLSS 2, but it is one version of DLSS 2. The thing is, DLSS 3 is the one that introduced like the FPS moving stuff. And generally speaking, if you talk about DLSS 3, you're talking about the FPS stuff, because the upscaling stuff, that is DLSS 2. Even if the game has DLSS 3 integration, the upscaling is still DLSS 2.
Oh, well, I do, but like, it's not there.
Okay, so the latest version of DLSS 2 is 2.5.1.
That's great.
I don't know what version of Kayak, Kayak Mirage is using.
Yeah, because if it's just DLSS 2, that makes sense. They got way better past that. Like,
the thing is, like I said, even if there's DLSS 3.5 or whatever, that's just the FPS interpolation thing. The upscaling thing, that is DLSS 2. That's the stupid thing about NVIDIA.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but the FPS interpolation thing, that is the problem. It adds massive latency to it, which for VR just you do not want to have. The less latency, the better.
I know.
So that's why the only yeah, that's why for VR you only get DLSS 2. You only get the upscaling stuff. And my experience, at least with Kayak Mirage, it just wasn't great.
Hell yeah.
Okay, hold on, let me take a look. VR DLSS
Dude, so good at it. It's crazy.
Yeah, on the Steam page they just say that they support DLSS.
Someone paid me to do that one.
Damn.
And they told me I can release it. So I
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Fucking frame interpolation
is really stupid. I don't know why they introduced that. It's not going to be good.
Yeah, it's basically
Generation would work if they like had a HUD or HUD of a game on some sort of whitelist. It also takes the HUD into account when generate frames.
The only reason they added frame gen was so that they can boast, hey, you know, the 40 series GPUs, they can render a game at 150 FPS when the previous generation could only do it at 80. Well, the difference is the 40 gen is using frame gen. That's the FPS difference.
That's funny because to make frame gen actually look good, you already have to use high frame rate, which defeats the point of DLSS entirely.
I can't do that.
You mean frame gen?
explaining to
Yeah,
someone about the
my-
Wait, what did I say?
fun we had over the convention.
Yeah, my parents.
Yeah, it's like
my
the
parents
same goes with like
when I was
resolution as well. Like you got low resolution, you try to
numbers,
upscale it, so if like 4K it's gonna look bad, but if it's 2K and it's good to 4K it's gonna look way better.
The one. They would have said no.
Upscaling 720 to 1080 looks alright.
I mean, my
720 to 4K, for example.
My experience.
Well, I mean, obviously, that's a what, 8 times the resolution.
My experience with stuff like image upscaling, it looks fine in moderation on the desktop, but the thing is with VR, even a headset like the Reverb G2 would be on a flat screen traditional sense would be like 720p. So if you're upscaling from an even lower resolution, it just becomes very horrible very quickly. So upscaling in VR, while it would make sense to save on performance, it would only make sense for the periphery, the part that you can't actually resolve at full resolution. But that would have to be like dynamic foveated. Otherwise, it's still gonna look horrible.
That picture doesn't make sense.
Which is still not common, and it makes me upset.
Yeah, it's just like, oh.
So super sampling without a huge performance hit. That is also another reason. Like if you use an AI upscaler to basically get free anti-aliasing.
Someone comes up.
Oh yeah.
Something like, for example, Forza Horizon 5. That one has NVIDIA DLAA, which is basically DLSS, where it upscaled from your native monitor resolution to a higher resolution, and then uses traditional, like, super sampling anti-aliasing to scale it back down to your native monitor resolution. It's actually really genius, and it looks really good.
Yes. Anything like that.
Yep, I would like that in VR. Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially games that kind of struggle with implementing other types of super sampling anti-aliasing that aren't like straight up super sampling anti-aliasing, like MSAA, for example. MSAA is like what a lot of VR games already do, which looks pretty good. But my problem is something like, for example, ETS2. Its VR mode just cannot do MSAA for some reason. It has SMAA, which is basically MSAA with paired with FXAA, but for some reason in VR mode, it's basically just FXAA. It looks absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
And even the TAA implementation just doesn't look great. So, something like DLAA would be perfect for that game. But the problem is with DLAA, it has to be embedded into the game, just like DLSS.
So I hope.
Oh yeah, robot legs too. Also have the update software to make it less.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna drop off very soon. It's like getting late for me.
Well, fluffy
Hi.
that one.
Dinosaur. I need to make him stretchable.
Very fluffy.
Very fluffy.
Where did my pillow
Where's
go?
your stream camera?
Needs armor. This thing needs armor.
Oh, there it is.
I'm fine. I don't need armor.
Chicken.
Yeah, yeah, you need some armor.
Where is your power armor?
Bruh.
The fucking world menu? What?
Wait, what?
How'd you access that? I did that accidentally. How do you do that? You just like wag your finger? Like how does this work? How do you access it?
Oh my god.
I
don't know. I think.
I did it once by accident.
How do I get rid of it? I can't interact with it.
Oh boy. And I can't seem to even spawn it, so...
Wait, I need this.
Oh wait, I can't even summon it. And then you move, and then it just.
Oh, this shit.
Oh, light.
It's alright.
I'm still loading avatars too. Oh my god, I'm lagging so bad.
I couldn't even look over there.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Ah, Sacred died.
I like that.
Did it crash? Or do you don't know?
They're probably dealing with something elsewhere.
Hi, Ollie.
Ah, fair enough.
Ollie, come over here. Come over here, you. Get into the Nanachi pile. Into the Nanachi pile. Yeah. Did you get your face tracking working on your avatar yet?
It's just automatically work.
Oh wait, you just let me see.
My friends have been watching me this entire fucking time from the fucking balcony.
Oh well, literally just go into the animations in the Rantachi files and like just replace the animator with like the FT one, and it should be good. And I should probably upgrade it to just be like a thing you can just slap on VRC Fury, but I haven't gotten around to that yet. I know how I do it. I know exactly how I do it because I've already done it for like a commission. I just have to like rip out everything that isn't face tracking related, put that on a prefab, and then just hook that into Fury, merge animator, good to go. But yeah, for now, like yeah, just the FT version of the effects animator and the additive should be all you need. If you didn't have the additive on it to begin with, you could just throw that on. I can go through it with you.
It is just a replace thing, isn't it? You just set it as a different animator, don't you? That's yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really know all about animators and stuff. I got it.
Well, you wouldn't have to like replace the FBX. That already has like all the shape keys and everything it needs. You literally just have to like replace like some animations on the Unity side.
I forgot I've got a VRC lens on this.
I mean, what's the reason why someone might want to use VRC lens still, now that VRChat has like
Better
focus?
pictures, a lot more flexibility with the camera.
Ah.
Like it works similar to an actual camera, but obviously it's within all the radial menus, so it's like, But like a lot of the functionality is there, so you kind of have to know cameras to use it properly. I kind of know, but not enough.
Oh yeah, you
to
were
be able to use
using
it properly. So,
the public Nanachi the other day when you were first getting it running. Yeah. I remember.
My god, what the fuck is this?
Are you still count this thing as a Nanachi or
There's
no?
more of us now.
We're multiplying.
Rantis.
Yeah.
Rantis.
Just rub two together.
Are you still counting this as a Nanachi?
Yeah. But yeah.
Where is it?
It's
Oh,
hard
here
to
it
hold.
is.
Like I need to
You can
lower
use
the
one of the
threshold for
older
it.
tools to merge. You can use 3.0 Manager to merge any custom stuff onto the default. I can show you how to do that.
Yeah.
Shouldn't take longer than
Oh yeah, that Nanachi.
Sir.
That is the only anime correct
Toolkits Club.
avatar.
Ah yes,
I'm a
the
drawing
source
on
material
Phantom
correct
Bitch.
one.
Should I get a Mr. Beast
I see. To hold hands with you, I need to be a Nana-chan.
Bop.
What do you do? What do you do? Yo, look at that! Look at that face. look at that face. What are you contemplating?
That looks so funny.
Man, we're multiplying.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, helicopter.
Oh.
So what, you're just sitting here or standing? Show me
I'm
how you
standing.
multiply.
I know, I'm probably gonna go off to sleep very soon. It's getting late.
Yeah.
What you got? See y'all later. Take it easy.
Oh, see you, man.
Well, since I'm sitting down, I might as well
Good
use
night,
this mic.
chicken.
Good night, bye-bye. Sleep well, you all. Stay cute.
Bye-bye.
I mean, as long as you stay in those avatars, you are going to be cute, so... Goodbye, good night, sleep well, stay cute. And, I guess see you another time.
You can't tell me what to do.
Bleib niedlich, bleib zuckersüß, wir haben viele unterschiedliche Möglichkeiten, das zu sagen.
Is this one word?
I'll leave you to figure that out. Good night, bye-bye.
Good night.
Okay.
No.
Gute Nacht!
It's a big breath.
Be like an opera
I'm
singer.
going to masquerade as
Good night.
Sirix a little
You still need to
bit.
put a fistbone on that nose so that we can like pull it down.
When I gonna update it, I probably do that.
And make sure to make it posable so that we can like stretch it out and like make you Pinocchio.
Okay, that's gonna be an option. But it's gonna be toggleable, because I don't want every time just
No,
you know?
That isn't
Alright,
Swedish.
good night, bye bye.
No.
Oh, and by the way, I
Good
meant to
night.
tell you, your avatar looks really cool.
Thank you.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I like all the shiny pieces. Alright, anyways, I'm not gonna delay anymore. Bye bye. Alright, let me pull that stream camera up there. Alright, hope if you've enjoyed today's live stream, if so, leave a follow, if not, well done, and I will see you guys in the next live stream. Bye bye, and good night.